This is how you create a song just from using a vocal melody. Let's see what chords we can come up with. Drums. This is amazing. This is the Afrobeat pack. Make sure you get yours. Let's look for the one that fits in with what we are creating. I'm liking the way this one is sounding snappy. It just sits perfectly. More percussion. I think I like these shakers. I'm looking for a perfect bass. And like that, you have created a song just like this. Just send these few minutes to the artist, and I believe you, if that artist is really good, he will be able to work with this. And if he has some changes, he can. If he doesn't have, you finish up the beats and you send to the artist, and make sure they pay you. It's very important. Make sure they pay you. Hey Afrobeat producers, welcome back to our channel. And today is another exciting episode of what you can do to become a better producer in the Afrobeats game. We are going to be talking about how you can create music from a voice note. You are good, you make beats, that's fine. But now an artist reaches out to you and sends you a recorded vocal loop. So you need to know how to create from the artist's perspective. So let's dive right into it. Let's do the talking and we'll do the creating together. So right here I've got this vocal melody. This is what it sounds like. Now it's in the key of 98, so I'm going to take it to 98 and to 98. Yes, that's the first thing. We have gotten the key 98. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to find the key. So I will advise beginners, this is what you would do when you listen to a melody or a vocal melody. You hum. So you just make sure that you are humming one note that just stands out. Next thing you want to do is grab a keyboard in your FL Studio, and that hum that you have been humming, we have just found the key, and the key is F major. F major. So we have found our tempo and now we have found our key. So there has been this ongoing battle between which one comes first, melodies or drums. I would say it depends on you. You are the one in charge of that section. So if you know your strength is drums, why not start with the drums? If you know your strength is in the melodies, why not do you and stay creative? But remember, you are working for the artist. So here's what you want to do. For me, what I like to do is I'll create a chord around it. So what I want to do is experiment. Let's see what chords we can come up with. I'm going to press F7 to open your piano roll. So if you come here, this is all you need to be an amazing producer, if you know you are not conversant with the keyboard like that. So now let me show you how you can do this. Remember, we are in the key of F. So we are going to play that vocal sample or vocal recording you got. Back to our piano roll. So I'm going to select this and select minor 7th, and I'll just layer it here. Here's a tip to be able to control your notes. When you are using this method, the notes are locked in together, so you might not be able to move. They are all together. So what you want to do is Alt G, and you can take out any notes just to create variation with the note. So I'm just going to extend it a bit. Then I move to the next chord, which is a major chord, and that is E. Yeah. Now we have our second chord. So if I want to add another key to it to give it weight, then I take the third note and put it here to make it feel weighted, like it sounds like a pro. sounds more full than the previous way it was sounding. It's the same thing here. I take this first note and bring it down here, a lower octave down, because we have the higher octave and we have the lower octave. Then I take the third note as well and bring it here to have a full sounding chord. Now we are moving to the third chord. So I'm going to select, let's see, a major 7th. So I'm taking it up, and if you want to take a chord progression you have played on a note to the higher octave, what you need to do is hold your control and your up arrow, and it just takes it to the next higher octave, and it sounds like this. Now we have one more chord progression to put, and this sounds good and it sounds complete as a chord progression. So I'm going to go back to this and select, let's try a minor. Let's see what a minor 7th will sound like. So I'm going to the 2 now. So this is the 2, upper octave, that's the higher octave. And it sounds amazing. So now, producers, we have a full chord progression for this vocal. So that's how you get your chord progression. So now let's go and check the Afrobeat pack. Let's see what we can find from there. Let me see these drums. This is amazing. This is the Afrobeat pack. Make sure you get yours. Let's look for the one that fits in with what we are creating. You can select what you want to put. I think I'm liking the way this one is sounding snappy. So I just take this and drag and drop into my playlist. And you know we are in the tempo of 98, but this sample percussion is in the BPM of 103. So what we do is fit to tempo. You click on it and you fit to tempo. This is what it sounds like. And you see that it just sits perfectly. Let's look for more percussions in this pack. I think I like these shakers. So like I did before, fits to tempo 103, and it just automatically, some cases it doesn't work like that, but this, it just sits perfectly. So let's see if we can add melodies. Let's add this conga and just same thing, fits to tempo. We are getting somewhere, we are getting a build up. So this is sounding like an intro already, so I just label it. So this is another trick that you always need to do in your sections. It just helps you arrange your beat perfectly. So what I'm going to press now is Alt T, and I know that this is the intro I'm working on, intro, and I press enter, and I've saved that as the intro. So if I was starting the song like this, you see it's giving that build that something is coming. Like the artist will be like, wow guy, this is a dope beat, this is a dope beat, not knowing that you're using Afrobeat producer sample pack, which is good. There's no crime in using it there. You can create on your own, but you need quality sound. So always make sure you get your quality sounds from Afrobeat producers. So now we have built the drums to a certain level that sounds good and pleasing to the ears. Now let's see if we can add bass line just to make it full. So I'm looking for a perfect bass. Yeah, I think we are going with that. So what I want to do, I create a new pattern, label it bass, bass, conga, just put it there. So I'm going to record this. So we have gotten tempo, key, chord progression, a bit of the drums and the percussions. Now we want to bring in more melodies to make it full. So what I like to do, I like to quantize my play. 1/4 is best for me. Personally, for me, I like to use 1/4 so it can fit in with the tempo. So I just want to take out a bit of low end from the bass that we just played, because you know a kick is still coming in as well. So now we have gotten a perfect intro. So what I want to do is Control A, B, Control A to copy everything, Control B to duplicate. So I just go there and label it this verse. So what we have done now is we are moving to the next section of the song. So this is the verse part now. Now the verse part, you want to leave space for the artist to sing. This part is very crucial. You need to do it in a way that it doesn't sound empty and at the same time it doesn't sound too complicated and choked up, because the artist's voice is also an instrument as well. So you can try this method. Open in editor, go to your editing audio editor. Shortest way to do that is Control E. Once you just click on that loop you want to work on, then I do this, changing the sample rate. What I'm doing here is just saying that I'm telling this sample rate that, look, I don't want to hear anything above 1000. That's the high frequencies. Take the high frequencies away. So I click accept, and if you notice the wave format, how the wave is looking has dropped. So let's listen to what it sounds now. Even with the vocal sample, you just listen and you know that, okay, there's space now for the artist to sing. So what I can do is send this to a mixer track and still take a deep, like there are some frequencies that are clashing or it feels muddy in my ear, so I need to like adjust that. So I have done that and we have this now. Let's put our kick in. Let's see what the kick is going to do for us. So now I want to do something different with our kick now. From the Afrobeats Producers Beast Sample Pack, we have a lot of amazing drums, nice loops. So now I'm going to look for a loop that has a really heavy kick, because I'm aiming to get a dope kick, a heavy kick for this. So I think this kick is dope. So that is from the Afrobeat Producers D&D loop. So I go to the stems. I'm going to take a kick now, and I need a one shot. I may not like the way the kick movement is going on this loop, but I love the energy it gives. I love the sound. So what I do is edit in audio editor, and I just take this, and I just need one shot of the kick, and I take that, I highlight it, drag and drop, drag it here and take it to my mixer and channel rack, and I have the kick. Yeah, so now let's get our kick in. So let's look for what sounds good. F7 to open your piano roll, and I'm going to put this one here. So drop it a bit, and I need the kick to hit hard, so Alt X to increase the velocity. So I just take it up a bit, and we have laid in our drums, sounding amazing. We can still do more with the drums. So now here is a trick I want to show you guys now. This is a fight that has been going on for ages between the bass and the kick. Which one wants to come out, which one wants to shine. So now let me show you how you can settle this fight. So you want to send your kick to the mixer track, send your bass to the mixer track. So this is my bass. Let me label this one bass. So what I want to do is take my kick. You see this, there are routing wires here underneath. So this is my kick. I just right click here and say route sidechain to this track. Sidechain to this track. So it's sidechain already. I go to my bass and go here and look for the FL Studio Fruity limiter. This is the FL Studio Fruity limiter. So what this does, this helps. You can use any compressor, but for my beginners, my people aspiring to be dope producers, let's start easy. So this is the compressor and also a limiter. So we are on the compressor side, and you see this sidechain here. Right click it and you will find your kick, because you know what, we have sidechained our kick to the bass before coming here. So now we want to balance it out. So what I'm going to do here is reduce the plate. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine about there. So it's the ratio now. So it docks, the bass docks anytime the kick comes through. So without doing this now, you are seeing this, what it shows here, that something is deepening. So now we want to get that kick to shine through. So I just do this, drop my ratio to this level 6:1, or you can do 4:1, but I like to make my kick shine through a lot. So are you seeing those dips here? So the white line, the white spectrum is our bass. Those dots you are seeing, those purple dots, that is showing us that our kick is sitting on those peaks. So this is how you sidechain. So without it now, this is what you'll be listening to without it. So you also have to be able to listen with it. You just feel this weight as if the bass is behind you and the kick is in front. So that is how you do it. Now we have settled the fight between our kick and bass, and we can move ahead. Now what I want to show you is transition. There are some instances you make beats and the artist reaches out to you and say, sorry, please, where is the verse coming in? Where is the chorus? Where is the hook? Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing when they reach out to you and say, this is this, where is this? But you should try to create a beat in a way that it speaks for itself. Everything is well arranged. All the artist needs to do is just lay their vocals on it. So let's check out Afrobeats pack. Let's see whatever roles we can get to fit into this. And we check out their drum roll. Let me see this one. So what I'm going to do is, the tempo is in 105 and we are in the tempo of 98. So I want to fit this to tempo and let's see how it sounds. And I just want to use that instance alone. I don't need to make it so noisy and loud. I just need to create that presence of, okay, it's the verse that is coming in or it's the chorus that is coming in. So this is what it sounds like. And you can find a hit, a crash, whatever. So I'm using this crash here to just give me that notice that, okay, stop here, calm down, sing properly, sing lyrics that everybody can listen to. So it just gives that. So we are already creating. So this session place we have created here now, this is the verse. These 8-bar loops we have here, just these 8 bars now. Now we want to move to either the pre-chorus or some people say the hook before the chorus. What I'm going to do is now, we are going to add new sounds. In this part, you want to do something different. It's either you tweak something in your bass, or you play a new chord progression, or you add another instrument just to make it different from what is there. So let's see what we can do. I'm thinking of trying to play a different bass now. So because you have to keep it going sweet, it's like you are building, you are climbing a ladder. So you don't just leave it like that. Add some variations, make the sound unique, do some tweakings here and there, just so it can be exciting in the ears of listeners that listen to your music or listen to your beats. And that's why we have Afrobeat Producers Sample Pack there for you. There are tons of things that you can do with this pack to create variation. Now I'm going to go into that pack and see what I can get to add. So let's see. What I want to do now is look for a guitar that I can, tweak and put into this one. That is another way of creating unique beats. So now I'm liking this guitar. I want to see if it can fit in with this. So I know that this vocal sample sent from the artist is in the key of F. So what I want to do is listen to that guitar and find the key of that guitar and see if I can transpose or if I can bring it into this same key, and I'll show you how to do that. So you don't just have to feel limited or just focus on one melody, this thing. You have a lot of loops from Afrobeat producers, so experiment. So let's see. I'm going to bring it, load it, and just see if it's going to work. So I'm just going to drag it to my playlist and solo it, fits to tempo. If it works, then we go into the stems. Afrobeat producers always provide you the stems. So what I do is play it. You hum, like I said in the beginning of the video, you hum to find the key of this instrument. It's in the key of C. Let's see how we can transpose this guitar to F to bring it in our session. So I'm just going to the stems and look for what I like in that guitar loop. And trust Afrobeat producers, they have given you everything you need to know about that guitar loop. So I'm going to check and see what works best for me. Try this muted and see if it's. So the same process we do is we want to find the key of this muted and see if it fits perfectly. So first thing is we drag so it fits to tempo using this time, and it fits to tempo. So we want to listen to this guitar and know the key. First things first. So we are close. This is in the key of B flat. So what we want to do is want to bring it to the key of F. So I count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 keys. So I go to this, I click on it and open the pitch and drop it to -500 cents. And let us see if it fits. And we'll try our keys. And it just fits perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guitar loop and take it to my pre-chorus. So this is what it sounds like. And it sounds amazing. It sounds unique. It sounds dope. Who would have thought that this would be able to come true for us? So yeah, you don't have to be limited to just the melodies that is in that loop. You can experiment, go into other loops as far as you are able to know your keys, how to hear keys, hear notes, know which note is being played and how you can transpose. You are good to go. You can experiment. So let's bring in our vocal sample and see how it goes. And it sounds amazing. Now we are moving into the chorus now, and we want to see what the chorus will sound like. What I'm doing now is creating transitions. So this will help your beats sound dope, sound amazing. So it's like ushering the next session in the beat. So let me play it for you. It sounds interesting, right? So it gives him that drop that, oh, something is about to happen here. So what I like to do is I just go back to the initial intro that I created before and just hold my shift, hold my mouse and drag and bring it here, because the intro at some point will definitely sound like the chorus, or the chorus will sound like the intro. You understand what I'm saying? So I just bring the kick. I might decide to do a variation in my kick to make it unique, or I maintain the way my kick is going. But if I like, let's see if we can experiment with the kick, make it sound different, then this is what it sounds like with the normal kick. And it still sounds nice. So let's bring in this melody guitar we added. It's sounding amazing. Let's see what the Afrobeat Producers Pack still has to offer us, because I noticed we have the saxophone collection and we have the violin collection. So let's see what the saxophone. That is dope. I like this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm dragging it in and I fit to tempo. First things first, fit into tempo. When it does that, so we can just now make sure everything is snapped to grid. What I want to do next is listen to this sax and know how I can transpose it to fit into key in this section I'm working on. So I'm going to listen to it now. Telling me is in the key of E flat, and E flat is not so far from F. So I'm just going to count 1, 2, and I'm going to transpose it to F just by moving this to 200 cents. And let's see. So you can see that it's easy. Once you have Afrobeat Producer Sample Pack, you can create anything. So all we need to do is chop up these sax and find the best place to fit them in. So we can fit it in the second part of the chorus. That's like the chanty part. Let's see what it sounds like in the intro. So that's beautiful. So what I just need is, I'm going to take out this part. I don't need it. I might use it in another instance. So even the sax, I'm going to still chop it up in the intro and see what I can do to create space for the artist to, you know, introduce themselves. So let's see how it sounds like. So what I just did here now is I just took the sax to one side of my headphones, like one side of the speaker, that's the left side. So it doesn't fight with the vocals in the center, because your vocals have to be in the center. That's mono, has to be in your face. So now the sax is supporting the vocals. So what I just did there now was like, I took a portion of the sax and used it as a transition. You can use a roll, you can use some part of the melody and use it as a transition. So with that, it sounds unique. You can use percussions. This is just an instance of me using a melody as a means of transitioning into the next part of the beat. And like that, you have created a song just like this. Just send these few minutes to the artist, and I believe you, if that artist is really good, he will be able to work with this. And if he has some changes, he can. If he doesn't have, you finish up the beats and you send to the artist, and make sure they pay you. It's very important. Make sure they pay you. Collect your money.
Afrobeatproducers.com